What up, it's your boy Dvrth back at again with another video, and today hopefully I can free you from the shackles of console gaming. Now before we get into this video, if my voice sounds a little weird, if I'm sniffling a lot, it's because I've been touching grass more often, and unfortunately I am allergic to that shit. And also I've been popping Benadryl like it's Perk 7000. So I might be a little downcast for this video, but this was something that I really wanted to rant about. Today, the unveiling of the PS5 Pro happened, and the price point is what I really want to talk about because it is $700 fucking dollars, dog. $700 for a PS5 Pro. So with the Pro tag, you would think that this is a bit of an upgrade, and you would be wondering, since this is a bit of an upgrade, how much of an upgraded price will you have? $700. And I'm keeping a band with you because it's probably going to cost you a band if you live in Canada. But yeah, $700 price tag for the upgraded PS5. Why do I want to talk about this? It's just we've been doing this in console gaming forever. Well, it's because what you get for that upgrade is insane. I saw this and I saw the price point and I thought to myself, I've got to see what different do they do to this PlayStation that made it $200 better. This right here, I looked it up on the PlayStation blog. I was like, bro, there's got to be something crazy. It boils down to this. I skimmed through this article a bit, and this is what you get: upgraded GPU, advanced ray tracing, AI driven upscaling. My nigga, that sounds like a PC. I'm gonna be real with you. It sounds like a fucking PC. I built a PC for my girl about 2.5 years ago. And after I got everything together, put all the parts in, blah, 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 the price that it came down to was about $800 is what I spent just making that PC, right? And I feel like as gamers, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't game as much as I used to. Like, I stay on fucking Minecraft and Pokemon now, bro. Like, I'm an old ass man, I guess. But as gamers, I feel like we should be like moving forward a little bit. And I think the first step is to just not buy this shit. Now, of course, people are going to buy it, but like, why shouldn't you buy it, bro? Like I said, this is a $700 PC that's going to run you way more than just 60 frames per second, right? Because that's what this is capped at, 60 frames per second. That's the upgrade, is that a bigger, more fidelity for your 60 frames per second, more fidelity for the games and stuff like that. So graphics, that's what the upgrade is. Graphics. I have a bit of a problem with that. The reason is how every time I've seen a console come out, whether it's the PlayStation, whether it's the new Xbox or whatever, that seems to be all the upgrade is about, right? Graphics, you know? Let me be real with you. I understand consoles' place in the gaming sphere. It's for accessibility. That's why consoles are so popular. The accessibility for consoles are through the roof, especially when you compare it with PCs. Like I said at the top of the video, just build a PC. But for a lot of people, for a lot of Joe Schmoes, which I am also a Joe Schmo, building a PC is like asking somebody to create the Decepticons. So I understand why some people feel like the answer of just build a PC sounds very condescending. I'll be the first one to tell you, you don't have to build your PC. In fact, you can get a pre-built all-in-one PC, and most, if not all of them, are completely modular. What does that mean? Is that you could basically buy this PlayStation Pro 5, PlayStation 5 Pro. The naming schemes for these consoles fucking suck. You could buy this PlayStation 5 Pro and be able to swap out parts to make it better. So I see this price tag and I'm thinking to myself, if the pull for consoles, if the draw for consoles when it comes to people buying this shit is accessibility, how expensive do these consoles need to be before they just aren't accessible anymore? If I'm being honest, $700, that's not very accessible, especially if you are capped at 60 frames per second, especially if that's what you're paying the extra $200 for. Games look really, really good already. In fact, I'd venture to ask, how much better do games need to look? Like, ask yourself that. How much better do games need to look before we're satisfied with them, right? Because if you were to ask me, it's not so much how a game looks, it's the functionality of games. I'll put it like this. I see a lot of people on the internet, YouTube and everything. I even watched a YouTube video. I don't remember who it was from because I'm just a fucking idiot and I forgot. I even watched a YouTube video, plenty of them, that are like, yo, when GTA 6 comes out, I hope that we're able to go to any house, go into any store, go into any building, blah, 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 blah. And I feel like that's what we need to be striving for when it comes to games, right? I'm not going to tell you that's super easy to do, but I will ask, how much further technologically could we be if at the point of graphics being like at a PS4 level, did we just stop and we were like, okay, bro, now let's focus a little bit on the functions of our system and how our games run. I'm not a gaming expert. In fact, I always say I am a regular schmegler dogshit moron with a camera. Take everything that I ever say on this channel with a grain of salt. This shit is stream of consciousness, but man, this don't seem right. So how much better can games look? Not much. So I think we should be focusing more on the functionality of the consoles. In fact, if you want an answer on how much technologically sound we could be if we didn't focus so much on graphics, look no further than the Nintendo. Holy shit, bro. The Nintendo Switch. Jesus, that's not supposed to be a tongue twister. Nintendo in general, every time they come out with a console, it is a start. I mean, you can't even call them upgrades. And I'm not a Nintendo fanboy. In fact, I probably played Nintendo games the least out of anything in my life. Anytime they come out with something, it is a stark difference from the last console. Now, of course, they make their iterations. They make, they have the Switch and they have the Switch Lite and stuff like that. But even then, there is some functionality to it that makes sense. So that's one problem that I have. Let's go back to the price point. $700. You're paying $700 for this PS5. Is that all you get? Is 60 frames per second? Yes, that is all you get. What if you do want some functionality, right? What if you want a disk drive? That's going to be 80 buckaroonies to put discs in your fucking console. We don't stop there. Do you want your console to stand up like a PC? I got you. Your console could stand up for 30 bucks. That's fucking insane. If you want to use Klarna, you can do 4 interest fee payments of $19.99. Dear God, help. I just think that there comes a time in every man's life where he has to ask himself, what am I spending my money on? Right? Especially when it comes to this shit. I just haven't heard from the people that disagree with the price point. I've heard from people that agree with the price point and are still going to buy it. And for a lot of these people, this is an enthusiast item, right? They just want to buy this because they love Sony so much. That's just comforting to them. Like, they don't want to change or anything like that, and that's fine. I'm gonna judge you a little bit. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Like, that's one thing I'm never gonna do to you is lie. And I'm gonna judge you a little bit. I'm gonna judge you a little bit for this, because it's $800, $1,000 because you still gotta buy the fucking games. Oh man, it's crazy to me. That's insane to me. And anime has kind of the same problem. If I want to loop it back into what I usually talk about, anime kind of has the same problem where animation has, like, it's gotten so advanced that people look at animation and they forego story. Which, I'm not saying that anime with like great animation always has bad stories, but like, there's some anime, and you know what I'm talking about, where the animation absolutely is carrying the rest of that entity of an anime, right? And that's a kind of a damn shame, but people enjoy what they enjoy. I'm just here to de-influence you a little bit because there are better ways to get your fix. If you want to play games or you want a game or whatever, you can still get a PC and play the exact games that they have on PlayStation, except for Bloodborne. For whatever reason, Sony hates PC users and they will never port Bloodborne on PC. That's just not happening for whatever reason. I do find it a little weird that we are foregoing functionality for graphics, because I feel like you could do better. You know, we as a people can do better. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. It's just a short video on a short little rant on the price of this piece of hardware. It's so fucking insane. appreciate you all watching my little rant. And I want to say real quick, I'm starting to really enjoy these random ass rant videos that I do, especially because it does bring me back to the roots of like what this channel was, even like before I was Dvrth. It just feels good to just turn on my camera and just talk about random ass shit. But as I've said before, that doesn't mean we aren't doing what we usually do for the past couple years, because trust me, there's a almost 2-hour video coming out pretty soon. But anyway, with all that being said, if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all that other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more rants or something totally different, the best place to net in is always my social media links. Going to be in my description below. Follow me on Discord and all that other shilling shit. Who cares? You all stay amazing, stay safe, and take care of yourself.